I think we can do the review now. It'll just be like a little short review. So yeah, this is Fez. Fez is a puzzle platformer, and it's great. I love it. I remember this game getting like incredible reviews back in the day, and it definitely deserves it. I love the graphics in this game. They're simplistic, but I've never seen a 2D game, you know, with this approach to puzzles and platforming, where you can rotate the entire game and then be able to see and do things that you previously couldn't do. It's just neat figuring it all out, and then and being able to, you know, find new paths and new ways forward. It's so rewarding. I think the best part of the game is actually the graphics and the music, because they're so beautiful. It's so colorful. The colors really pop, and you know, it's intricate in its simplicity. You know, and just like seeing everything rotate around, and you got different visual styles. Like this place, for example, you know, you get really colorful places, but then you get like drab sewers like this, but the aesthetic has a certain charm to it. So no one style ever gets boring or dull. You know, like in fact, this place reminds me a little bit of the Game Boy's graphics. So I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Fish, you know, designed this area specifically as like a throwback, a homage to the Game Boy. The music is just incredible. Like, it's all fitting. It's very moody and atmospheric. You know, it's like one of those games that you could play on a rainy day and it would just be the perfect game to play. Fez is one of those games which exemplifies video games as art. Because this is one of the most artistic games I've played. Not just from a graphical point of view, but also from a gameplay point of view as well. It's a beautiful journey, exactly, Churka. The platforming, Fez is a little weighty for me. I'm not entirely sure. It might just be because my computer's slow. But, you know, you can kind of see, like, he's a little weighty. I'm pretty sure, you know, it's probably built into the game, too. So it can make platforming a little tricky, but that's not a big deal. I mean, I'm dying a lot here, but it doesn't matter. Like, you have infinite lives. You never get frustrated from the platforming. Because you can always try again. You know, it was the point was never to frustrate you with the platforming. It's still challenging, but it's fair. And it's fun. The puzzles are kind of a mixed bag. You know, there's some puzzles which, you know, are really clever and I like them a lot. But then there's like some other puzzles which are just really obtuse. I mean, there's one puzzle where you have to use your cell phone to scan a Q code. I mean, like that, like I thought there's no way this could be a thing, but you know, Chertka pulled out his phone and it turned out, yeah, this was a thing. I didn't mind that too much though. Some of the other puzzles though, you know, it turns out you need first-person view. I mean, I'm assuming that, you know, those puzzles are intended for New Game Plus, but you know, like on your first playthrough, you're gonna rack your brain trying to figure out how to solve these puzzles, only to realize later on that you can't actually solve these puzzles on the playthrough you're on, from what I understand. And the obtuseness, there comes a point in the game that I think a lot of players are going to experience, and that they're going to give up at that point, where you've explored a lot of stuff and you can't find any more qubits, and you can't find any more cubes, and you can't find any new areas. And, you know, when you look at the map, it's so confusing. Like, right now, I'm kind of used to it, so I can kind of get it. But no matter what, it's still confusing. Looking at this map, you know, I can't figure out how to get out of here right now. You know, it's hard to understand. And it can be a little daunting. But you know, it's the best way that he could have done it, though. You know, in all fairness. But that obtuseness of some of the puzzles is a real sticking point, and I feel like a lot of gamers would give up at that point, and then fail to beat the game and experience the game in its fullest because of that point in the game where, you know, you really can't figure out what to do next, and then you're just like, screw it, I'm gonna give up and move on. So that's unfortunate, because it really is a special game. It's really amazing, and you know, if you love platformers, and especially if you love puzzle platformers, you should definitely check out this game, because it is wonderful, and I would love to. I'm definitely going to play this game again. Hopefully, I can, you know, figure out more of the puzzles on my own without relying on a walkthrough. But yeah, I did need to resort to a walkthrough eventually in order to beat it. So that's all I gotta say. All right, let's get out of here now.